Hi guys, you are live with the Pontiff. Hello, how are you today? How are you going today? So, I gotta tell you, man, it's actually in Brisbane here. It's a bit cold. Perfect weather to wear leather strap watches. So I'm wearing the 5196 today. And I gotta tell you, I had a really good show with Clivers the other day, and we were talking wristwatches. That's right, we were talking wristwatches, and we had a really good day. And it's one of these things. It's we like a bit of antics and a bit of fun, but it's good to talk about the watches. Speaking of which, I was watching a one of the YouTube channels I love, which Matt Stevens also loves, is the Pierre Hidari Classic Mercedes-Benz channel. And he was talking about, is it a good time to buy a classic car? And he said, look, prices have fallen a bit. However, he made a very interesting comment, which I think applies to the wristwatch market. And he said the very best examples, the most collectible stuff, hasn't really fallen. In his case, when he's talking Mercedes-Benzes, he's talking about the best of the Mercedes 280 SL Pagodas. He said they haven't really fallen. The 300 SL, that's the Gullwing and the Roadster, they haven't really fallen. And I think at the top end of collecting, they also haven't really fallen. The overhyped models, yes, they have fallen. Yes, the hyped. The Nautiluses, the Aquanauts, the Pandas, the Batman, the Batgirl, the Hulk, the Kermit, the overhyped stuff has fallen, but everything that is super collectible, really top end stuff, hasn't really, like your 5970s, that's your Patek perpetual calendar chronographs. Hello, Sucker Horn. Hello, Sucker Horn. And I gotta tell you, man, it's been it's very, very the top end of the market is have a nice day. That's what I'm just saying to somebody here. How's that? Okie dokie. The top end of the market is this is what happens. Here we go. Hello, El Diablo Gordo.
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Very quickly, super chat, flipping Zippo, $2 Canadian. I am Sofa King. We towed it. We towed it. There we
Taught
go.
it.
Taught
Anyway.
it. Clivers, I was just going to say I had a good chat yesterday with you about watches. We weren't talking about panties. We weren't talking about ladyboys. We were talking wristwatches.
That was actually not horrid. Oh, wait, Super Chat.
Super chat, the Huff, 99 cents, super stickers. I was just saying before you came on, I was one of the channels I like, which you're not a Mercedes person, but it was Pierre Hidari, and he's saying that the absolute top end of the market hasn't really come down.
Yeah.
He's saying a lot of stuff has come down, and I think that's true. Like, I think for your 321, I don't think that's really come down. That's something that is still the same.
Okay,
Yep.
well, I've talked to a couple of very, very upper-level collectors.
Yep.
And what they're hearing is that, quote-unquote, the truly collectible stuff is not going down.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, demand is still quite high. And what I mean by truly collect, okay, here's actually one of the things. To be honest, You occasionally have some good points. I'm not just talking about the two on your head.
Ha 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 ha!
But I remember when we were talking about. Remember, you had the Explorer, you had the Polar Explorer, I had the White Milgauss, and we were having the ongoing argument as to which one was the bigger dog.
Yes.
And I was asking, well, since the Milgauss, the white one, is by all means the most at the time the most unloved one in the entire sports range, you think there's collectability? And your response at the time was, well, Clyde, you have to keep in mind this is modern Rolex. They crank these things out in tens of thousands every year. You said,
yeah.
And what you said was, I don't think a modern Rolex can be. The demand might go up for them, prices might go up, but I don't think they can be anywhere as nearly as collectible as the classics were.
Mm. Yeah.
And I think that was
a fair point.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was a fair point of you. I mean, occasionally you nail it, and I kind of think it's the same way with that. Right now, of course, Rolex is even than anything else. The modern ones, they're cranking them out. Rolex, it's a great watch.
Yep.
But it's ultimately mass produced.
Yeah, I think everything is mass produced these days. There's nothing like even this crazy Patek 5711. That's the most desired Patek on planet Earth. Mr. C, $1. Thank you, Mr. C. The 5711. Seriously, there's 600 of the buggers on Chrono 24.
Well.
How is that a very... I mean, I get it. They are highly in demand, right? It's a supply and demand thing. But is it really that rare? When you say rare, we're talking like under 1,000, aren't you? That's what is... Like rare is 300 or 200 or 100, isn't it?
Under 1,000 for sale at any particular time in the resale market, or under 1,000 made?
Under 1,000 made.
What about, say, if 1,500 made?
I think that's pretty reasonably rare.
Super chat.
Huge anus. Archie, like wife, makes a fair point once a decade. Thank you, huge anus. Remember, a stopped clock is right 2 times a day.
Now, Archie, sometimes we'll come on and we'll go talk about topics after the camera quits rolling.
Yes.
And Mark might join us. Now, if someone wanted to come on and join us and not be on the live stream, but discuss something with us and the other, you, me, and other guests, how would they do that?
They would basically super chat $35.
$35. And
$35. And then we would give them a special backstage pass.
Nice.
Very nice.
Super chat by Dave G.
Dave G. $2. Thank you, Dave G. I got to tell you something.
But there has the thing is there has to be supply and demand though, because like I said, the rarer bird, the 1530 was only made for like anywhere from 9 to 18 months. They estimate at most 1,500, not survived, but were made. But they're unappreciated. They're relatively unknown. Yes,
that's exactly.
But here's something else. But of course, if you don't like it, if you look at the watch and say, "God, I hate the integrated case. I hate the angular. I hate the 70s bullshit," then don't get it for any reason. If you love it, though, if you can find a good price on something like that. Mother!
Hello. How are you?
You've almost got it. See, I've been trying to coach Mark. If he can just tone down the butchness a little bit, he actually does now Hisham does the best impersonation of you, quite frankly. But also there's some super chats.
Here we go. Huge anus, $2. Any thoughts on locomotion belly dance cost? No, we're not going to go there. And Andrew, $2. Fake rare birds. Rare birds.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. There are no fake rare birds. The Chinese didn't know them. The Chinese have to know about them to copy them.
Yeah. I got to tell you, the other thing is that's annoying is everybody thinks they've got an anomaly in Rolex that's so rare. Somebody said to me,
slightly special watch. I call that slightly special watches. Well, this one is the shorthand Explorer 1, or this one Railroad Track Explorer 2.
Yeah. Here we go, Mr. 2, $8. Just hurry up and download the COVID app now. Help save us! The government doesn't give a fuck about tracking your trips to KFC and the public toilets. Download the COVID app now!
How about those girls that were licking public toilets and Instagramming it? Licking the toilet seat. One girl did it on an airplane, licked the toilet seat and filmed it. Kids today.
Wow,
and you know, women's bathrooms are twice as nasty as men's.
Well, because they squat, Clyde. They squat. We at least sprinkle.
Andrew Sos, $2. SS Studio! That's correct. The studio's been renamed. It's done. Andrew Sos has renamed the studio, the SS Studio, and Hamando, $3. All limited edition Omega. Bye, bye, bye. And then we've got Rory Cullens, $5. When you get back to Rolex, what will be your first piece? What will your first piece be? I gotta tell you, I would love to get Steel Sports with no date. I would actually like a Milgauss Explorer 1. You know what? I could even do the white Milgauss. I'm starting to like it a lot, Clive. You had that watch.
Yes. Patrick Chip down in Texas bought that from me.
Andrew, $2. Are toilet liquors related to AC3?
Well, no, Andrew, keep in mind, toilet liquors and salad tossers, they're close. They probably could marry in Arkansas, but not anywhere else.
They're kissing cousins, Clyde.
Exactly. Now, is it all right if your cousin is adopted?
Yes, of course it is.
Oh, I don't know. They're still technically on.
I gotta tell you, man, it's
Is it okay if your cousin is an Ach?
I gotta tell you, I finally watched the last episode in Tiger King there, Marky.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, what episode are you on?
I watched the last episode.
What episode are you on?
The guy got his teeth back.
Did you?
Yeah.
He did. He looks a lot better with teeth. Doesn't he look? He looks better.
Now, what watches did they wear? He had the Chanel ceramic.
A Chanel? I thought it was an Invicta. It looked horrible.
No, that was yeah. Clivers, tell me this. The white Milgauss, do you miss it?
No.
No.
It's a little thick. It's a little chunky. Keep in mind, I do like the dial of it, but I don't like how thick and chunky it is, and also polished center links.
Yes. SP, $2. Tell me this, Clive. What watches do you miss most that you sold?
Okay. This is going to come as a strange one, but I had like a little 30, like a 15200, like an Explorer, a black Explorer date, black dial, and the white gold indices, but double indices. Tiny bit on the small side, but I love the look of the watch.
A 15200, that would have been sapphire too, wouldn't it?
Yes.
No holes case?
That's correct.
So it's a fairly modern piece, really.
Yeah. But it's before they went all maxi case and everything else.
I haven't started watching that Afterlife yet, Andrew. I was going to watch that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind giving that a shot. I got to tell you, Clive.
No, but let me also kind of put a wrinkle.
Do you miss the purple?
Oh,
bluesy.
No, it's in a good.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
$5 from Dave G. Arch, would you let Carol Baskin kill you and feed you to the tigers? Yeah. Yeah, I actually quite like Carol. I think she's probably the sanest of the lot.
She
Well,
has a
that's like,
voracious
And
sexual
at least,
appetite.
that's like being the skinniest man in Golden Corral. Technically, it's something, but
and I'm
not
going to tell
much
you
of
as
something.
well, Carol Baskin also, at least she managed to get away with murder, not like the other loser.
Yeah, that's a good point right there.
Yeah.
You know, she has a
You know?
voracious sexual appetite.
Yes, I know. I researched that actually after you said that, and she was a hottie. Go back 20 years, she was gorgeous.
She was. She was a very pretty girl when she was young and
Go,
crazy.
go back 20 years. Mark could do you, Arch.
That's true too.
Kev D, $5. No papers, Rolex. If you plan to keep, what downside? Will Rolex service it? Of course they'll service it. There's no problem with that. There's not
Well, you
much
see,
downs.
well, see, back in the day, box and papers, that was a value added. That was nice to have. If you were looking at two watches for roughly the same price, and one had box and papers, and the other one didn't, if it was you'd get the box and papers one.
Yeah.
But and that's kind of the seedy side. That's kind of the downside of collecting, because if you really are going to keep it, then yeah, Rolex. You send it in for a service to Rolex, and you get Rolex service papers.
SP $2. Omega Seamaster 300 or Rolex Air King. Oh, definitely Rolex Air King. Any fucking day of the week. Now he hasn't said which model Air King. I assume he means the
169
1116900.
Yeah,
That's the one I had. That's a great watch. It's
I had one
beautiful.
as well.
And I love it. It's you don't appreciate it until it's on your wrist. It's a great watch that there. Mr.
Right.
Two, $3. Thoughts on people who glue taps to their heads?
I think he means to say toupees.
Toupees. Hey, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. I'm not here to judge anyone. You know, it doesn't matter if it makes you happy. Sinatra apparently had a toupee, didn't he?
Don't know. Mark?
Do I know if Sinatra had a toupee? I do not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Never
know.
been.
But so what?
Sammy
So
Davis,
what, man?
Sammy Davis Jr. had a glass eye.
Okay. Hugh Janus, $2. Best blonde OCK hottie? Joe, Carol, or Clive? Carol.
I'd say garbage fire.
Ooh, you reckon?
Oh yeah.
She's better than Carol?
Yeah. In two very important categories.
Okay.
Now,
But she wasn't into the sex butt, Clive.
Well, no. Let me put it this way: the two categories. Some people might classify them as one category, but I think each one deserves their own category, just based upon size alone.
Do you find there's too much? Can you get too big?
Size matters, Clyde.
That's like saying, can you ever have enough money?
Exactly.
There is such a thing as too big.
Well, like I said, her bust size. It's basically there's so many numbers and letters. It's her bust size is an algebra equation.
You could throw her back out.
Oh yeah.
Then she'd be too cranky to do it.
Anyway, moving on.
So talking about these watches here, I got to tell you, Clivers, you know, I've actually starting to do some sensible things. We're in the middle of COVID and that there, and I've been reducing debt. I'm not in a lust for
Super
more.
chat.
Here we go. Juliet Madagolin, $2. Elizabeth Hurley and AC3 dating. Is it true? I so wish. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
She's milkily delicious.
Yes, I would take that any day of the week. Hector Castro, $2. Horned One, did you sell your Black Bay? Yeah, that's gone ages ago. Ages. I actually sold it. The last one I had, I only paid half, and I sold the interest in it to get the 5127 with the Maserati Blue Daytona. That became the 5127. And Hugh Janus, $2. When are areolas too big? Fist size? Oh, I'd like a little bit smaller than that. I think like a 20-cent piece.
Did you pay your father off since you've reduced debt?
I gave him. I'm down to the last $250.
Oh, that's very good. You know, you should invite him over for a steak off a dirty grill.
Why don't you put out your father's PayPal account so let the punters pay off the last $250 right now?
Yeah, I bet you we could get him paid off like immediately.
Yeah. Look, it's probably best to send it to me because there's some people here would start writing to him. It's best not to do that. Yeah, it's best not to do that. So you can send it to me, Archieluxury72@gmail. If you send me anything for my old man, I will gladly send it to him. Believe you me, I want that monkey off my back.
Can we make?
He's more of a turtle.
Let's make the bookkeeping easy. Would somebody please send $250? Just send $250, and we'll use that to pay off Dad.
Yes,
Yep.
Dad needs to. He's okay. He actually said to me the last 1,000. He said, "You don't need to pay it." I said, "You don't understand. I want to borrow it again in the future.
God,
I may need."
God, you're a horrible person.
I said, Juliet Margolin, $2. How many dates does AC3 wait with Hurley from Stew? Hey, I can't get women that cool. I mean, I'm a D grade YouTube celebrity, and I'm gonna go out with an A grade actress. You got to be joking, man. That ain't gonna happen. Unless you could arrange it. If you could arrange it, I'd give you $100.
Now, Jen actually found something really, really interesting in Google Earth. Should we discuss it?
Oh no! Leave that out there. That's probably going to cause much trouble.
How much would they have to super chat for us to discuss it?
Well, we discuss it on the WhatsApp group. We've got to discuss it on the WhatsApp group. That's what we do.
How do the punters get into the WhatsApp
join that group for $35, and you can.
Now, if someone had like a serious watch question that they needed taken care of right now, and they wanted both me, Mark, and yours undivided attention, what would be the best way to make that happen? And just say they're acting under a tight guideline.
Hey, very simple there. All you need to do is you need to organize a paid phone call with the pontiff. $50 for an hour. Archieluxury72@gmail.com.
Or they get super chat $35 and talk to both me, Mark, and Archie at the end and not be on camera.
Exactly.
Super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. We've got Paul M. Good night, Archie. What would you buy with $1,800? $1,800. That's a good question. I'd probably. He's talking US. No, what's he talking? Euros? Is he talking pounds?
No, that's a dollar sign. So I presume it's
US.
Yeah, because he the super chat's in euros, but he put it in. I don't know. Australians, you normally put the dollar sign after the amount or before.
I would seriously put a bit more and get a Speedmaster. It's not enough to get a Black Bay.
Doxa.
Doxa's garbage. I would seriously.
Doxa's a tool watch. You don't like Doxa.
Squale.
I just don't like garbage. Okay.
Doxa.
Go. We got SP $2. How often do Brisbaneites notice paddock on your
tool.
wrist? Nobody in Brisbane notices paddock on your wrist.
Well,
very rare.
I will say that about your channel, though. You are very consistent about that. The only garbage that you'll find on the Archie
I think
is the Archieluxury channel.
Exactly. And I got to tell you, nobody in Brisbane, you don't buy paddock to be noticed. You buy a gold sub or a root beer, solid. Here we go. Juliet Margolin, $2. Bullshit. You and crew are A-list. Don't forget it. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you. Thank you. And huge. Oh, we got Patrick Seuss, $2. Opinions on Amiga Grey Side of the Moon. I like the watch, but very expensive. Ceramic is expensive. Don't drop it.
I want to see what Mark has to say about. No, wait. Sorry, he said Grey Side of the Moon. My bad.
Okay. Huge anus, $2. 1,800 best spent on super chats. And Andrew, $2. You infect yourself with COVID plus HIV for your grey, or would you infect yourself? No way in the world. I like living. You never fuck with your health. And Ivan Hogenkamp, $2. Hell of a show last night, Arch. Happy belated Mark. Yes. I gotta tell you,
never fuck with your health. By the way, let's have some drinking and some extra fried chicken.
Yeah, actually, wait. Now, as it turns out, you're fairly close to a pizza place and to Hungry Jack's and KFC, I believe, right?
That's correct. Yes.
So, guys, let's have a cluckbang video. Super chat $50 for Archie to go out and eat an entire bucket of KFC on camera. You like that, cluckbang?
Yes. Kevin Cat D, $2 Swiss francs. Pull up Borman Mercer Bormatic Moon Phase. Thoughts? Baum and Mercer. Let's get this up here.
Oh yeah, I actually saw that. And I think they're really trying to breathe some new life into that line.
What's it called? Baum and Mercer what?
Baumatic Moon Phase. No, I think they're Baumatic actually. Even Jen, and we all know that among the Cardinals, the treacherous snake or Cobra Commander is probably the cuntiest of all of us. No offense, Mark. Yeah. Unless, outside of eBay, of course. That's what I meant to say, Mark. Sorry. But even he likes the Baumatic they released last year. Would I spend as MSRP? No.
No. Do you think there's any future in Borman Mercer as a brand?
They're nice looking watch, but I also hate the text off being at 9 o'clock. I understand they have to do that for the specs of the watch, but for me, I look at that and my brain translates that as citizen.
It's quite nice to have. Is that yellow gold? Is it gold or is it plated? What is it?
I think it's rose gold.
Rose gold. It looks nice with the blue.
Palm has sent a super chat. 229. No, 329. 229 euros. I already have the Moonwatch Plexi because of you.
Beautiful. Oh, I see. He's the guy with $1,800. What else would I buy? I would probably hold it. Don't buy garbage. Don't buy garbage because you're bored.
Okay. I think
Did you get one for $1,800?
I think not right now, but maybe next month.
I got to be totally honest with you. Borman Mercer is a brand you should avoid. Another dog brand, I'll tell you another brand you should avoid is Ebel. Do you like Ebel?
I've got a classic Ebel, a vintage.
I mean, the Beluga is kind of cool, but look at these are Ebel watches here. It's horrible, horrid critters, really.
Stan the Man, super chat.
Stan the Man. Here we go. Have a drink, Arch. It's Friday. $2. Thank you.
That's $2 Canadian. That's like two Canadian pesos. How much?
That's.
Well, I think what's that worth? Like licking the bottle?
Oh, I need a drink. I've fucking had a hard week. It's been hard. Here we go. We got $10 from Volunteer Toozy.
What?
Volunteer
How the fuck are you getting that?
Hoser.
How the fuck are you getting that? That's a Hoosier. That means they're from Indiana, Arch. Let me help you out here.
I have a two-tone smooth bezel 116203 Roman's mother of pearl dial on leather for dress. A smooth 116200 tuxedo roulette date on Jubilee. A smooth Black Bay 41 on steel. White Explorer 2. Else next? Explorer 2. Explorer 2. Explorer 2. He needs a GMT function watch.
Oh, by the way, what do you think about the roulette tuxedo dials?
I love roulette dials.
Oh, fuck. I was afraid you were going to say that. I like them, too. I mean, that's one of the things that makes me mad, because it seems like the prior generation, Rolex put a lot more effort in design into their OPs in their Datejust than they do now.
Yes, I got to tell you honestly, I would say get the Explorer 2. You got a nice little collection there, enough Datejust, enough. Mind you, you've got a two-tone, and he's got a steel, and he's got a Black Bay. Add the Explorer 2, it'll be a hat trick, and then if you really wanted to get wow points, get an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon.
Now, the Omega 2.
$2 from Evan Halpenkamp. How much to do 10 burpees? I can't do that.
I'm not really sure what a burpee is. But
Clyde. What's a burpees?
I'm looking.
There we go. That's $2 worth.
Oh,
Clivers, I want to ask you something.
Oh, it's an exercise. No wonder we haven't heard of it. So apparently you do a push-up.
I gotta tell you, Clivers.
You do a push-up and then you jump. You basically... okay, squat thrust.
I'm already sick of it, Clive. Let's move on. I want to ask you. Here we go. Huge dollars. I have one Ebel, my 10 Rolexes and a 5205G fix things. Hey, nothing wrong with 10 Rolexes and a 5205G. That's a great watch. Great watch.
Hey, here's a big red one coming at you.
Watch. Great watch. Great. $8K, $100. I've been listening for a long time. Love the channel. You guys are getting us through this. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Mark, are you still there?
Mark's gone.
Oh.
No, he's gone. He's gone. He's full. I don't know what happened there. I got to tell you, Clive, seriously, you know what interests me in watches at the moment?
What?
I honestly think these are a bit underrated. The Jaeger-LeCoultre Deep Seas. Look at these. I think these are beautiful.
You want to show it to me, maybe?
You can't see it? Oh, sorry. No. Sorry. Here you go. What do you think?
It kind of looks like a vintage Seamaster.
Yeah. What do you think, Buck?
Yeah, they're all right, but you see, I never...
Instead of getting a Rolex, I'm seriously considering a JLC Deep Sea. They're good bang per buck.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd get a chronograph. I mean, if they have the Deep Sea that's just a simple 300 date, I'd get that.
I know. Why do they add a chronograph to it?
It's like, what the fuck is it used for? Submarine races?
Yeah, submarine races. They got the Memovox tribute. That kind of...
Super chat.
Dan Radke, $10. Drink up. How much must you drink before the 36mm Explorer 1 does less than nothing for you? Look, I got to be honest with you, okay? Totally honest. I'm just finishing off this drink.
Why don't you finish
I'm
the
having
drink?
the other drink now. I got to tell you, you know what? I got to tell you, Clive I misunderstood Clive. I thought he was an asshole. Okay, I really did not understand Clive at all. I don't understand these, and I got to tell you that that's my second drink. Thank you.
Well, Archie, in
And
all fairness,
then I watched Tiger King, and I got to tell you, Clive is my best friend. He's like a brother.
well,
He
Archie,
hasn't organized a hit. He hasn't organized meat from Walmart. Walmart cast off meat. He's actually, um, I didn't understand your idea of friendship, Clive, until I watched Tiger King.
you don't
I now
understand.
get it.
You don't understand my humor.
Yeah, I don't understand exactly. So no, Clive is me. Look, I'm
But
just.
in,
I only
but,
went to Oxley State High.
but in your defense, that's only because I have an IQ in the triple digits.
Exactly. Clive's a smart guy. I mean, Jesus, you were a lieutenant in the army.
Reserve.
Well, so what? It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, for like the last decade, it didn't really matter. But before then, yeah.
I gotta tell you, Clive, I really wouldn't mind getting one of these JLCs because I'm so sick of Rolex at the moment. What do you think? They're a bargain. Nobody wants these things. You know that?
Well, okay. There is Brian
Have you
from
seen the box?
here.
Have you seen the box with it?
No. By the way, super chat
It's
by.
green. Look at this. How's that for? Just look. It's the green interior
chat.
box. Look
Super
at that.
chat.
Super chat. Cage $10. Have another drink. I want to see AC as Frank the Tank because it's so good when it hits the lips. No problems at
Now,
all
guys,
there. I love the green book. The box. Look at the green box here, Clivers. What do you think of these box here?
Well, that is nice, but on the other hand, didn't you always say stick with the icons?
Yes, I did, Clivers. Let's go shopping. Can we go shopping today, Clivers?
Super chat.
Flippin' Zippo, $2. Who was Tom Cruise in Rayman? That's Clive.
Thanks.
I like that movie. That was a great movie, don't you think?
I haven't watched it, believe it or not.
It was cool. It had a Rolex in it. It had a Rolex! Rolex was in it. You know this, Clivers?
Okay. Super chat.
We're going to Chrono. We're going to go shopping, Clive. We're going to think of a watch that
No.
we want to buy.
Okay. Number one, read the super chat.
Panorastic Man, $2. What's up, guys? Great show. Bruce from Boca Raton.
Okay, now Arch, let me ask you a quick question.
Sure.
Do you have any watch dealers that sponsor you?
David SW. Here's
just a wild, just really out there idea. Why don't we go to the David SW website and look what he has, and see which of his selection that you would choose from?
That's why you've got the high IQ and I don't. Fuck, you nailed it, Clivers. You really you're a clever man. Fuck, you're clever. I mean that honestly. Okay, let's have a look at this new arrivals. Let's have a look what's arrived in new. We want to have a look.
Super chat.
Errol Wilcox is two-tone Black Bay instead of a sub. Too pretentious. Forget the two-tone because they don't use solid gold. It's rolled gold. It's not solid gold on the link, so forget that garbage. Okay, I would not buy that. You know what I really like here? Look at this here. Rolex. Look at this with the green little dots. Oyster Perpetual blue dial. What do you think of that?
OP39.
Yeah.
It's a nice watch. It's a nice, competent watch.
Look at that beautiful case. It's just an ideal one and done. If you want a nice cheap one and done, I don't think you can wrong with that.
Well, I wouldn't say cheap.
Oh, fuck, the Breitling looks nice. Look at the Breitling.
Well, why don't you showcase the Breitling?
Fuck. Look at this. No, let's go Vacheron. 13.5. Look at this. Clive,
Yeah.
it's a black dial. Is that bluey? Is that no? It's the black dial. Look
Oh, a
at
Vacheron.
this.
Okay.
13.5. Vacheron Constantine overseas with black dial. Look at this. 13,500. Look, this is a fucking look box paper. Look, it's got everything.
That's second gen, right?
Yes, that's the date at 12. That's how you can tell. I reckon this is my favorite generation of overseas chronograph. 150 meters waterproof. Look at this. I love the bracelet. Look at the Clive on that, Clive.
Yep.
Integrated bracelet, 13,500. I mean, if you know what, I tell you something. I paid the same price for my 5196, which I got to be totally honest with you, it's a nothing watch, really.
It's a different style of watch, though.
What is it? It's a fucking. This is a bargain. Do you know what I'm saying or not?
Yeah. But
$13,500.
See what else he has. See if he has any other overseas. See if he has.
I think that is. Look at this. Look, it's got everything with it. Hang tags, box, booklets, warranty. $13,500.
High Horology, Holy Trinity yeah.
I don't mind the big pilot. What do you think of the big pilot for just under 9? The big pilots are expensive. They're expensive. Look at this. $88.75. Box papers. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at this. I love the crown on that. Look at that. That is. Serious.
That's a diamond crown.
It's fucking gorgeous.
And you know the purpose of the diamond crown and the onion crown are, right?
Isn't it supposed to be easy when you're in the plane?
When you're in the flight suit, yeah, wearing big leather gloves.
Big leather. Look at that nice. Look, it's just beautiful. Look at
Super
this. Here we go. Patrick Seuss, $2. Pull up the Super Ocean. The Super Ocean. The Super Ocean. Let's have a look here. The Super Ocean. Super Ocean Breitling here. This is 2,875. Look at that. Wow. That's not a bad. It's a Series 2, so it's got the ceramic bezel, in-house Tudor movement.
Now, is that the 42 or the 46?
This is it's 46. 46. Look at that. Beautiful. Blue. That's the best color. That is the best color.
I have, that's actually one of the ones I've actually seen them in the wild like 2 or 3 times, and you're bound to notice them because they are beautiful watches and they're quite attention catching.
Now, I don't know if you know this. I've owned a few Breitlings, but you notice the bracelet. This has got the deployant buckle. This buckle is like $500 in itself, right?
Right.
So he's got the rubber and the deployant. That is the best fucking. I fucking regret selling mine. I had that buckle. I fucking sent it to you. Didn't I send it to you?
Yeah.
What did I send you exactly?
I don't know. I kind of get the opinion you empty it out of the junk drawer. I've gone through it like once or twice, but I can't tell you offhand.
I sent you a rubber strap.
Yes, you did.
A genuine Breitling rubber strap.
Yes, you did. Thank you. On the other hand, there's no fucking way I'm taking off my Aaron Bespoke for it. But it was a nice thought.
It was boxed as well. I thought, hey, you may as well use this. Didn't I send that to you? What did you have? That was for your Breitling.
Well, that's the only Breitling I've got right now. Now, yeah.
Seriously, this is not an expensive. This is a beautiful. I think Breitling, the Super Ocean, is fucking beautiful. Look at that. That is.
Well,
is that beautiful?
And the thing is, I think it's dressy, but I think it works. I think it's a sports watch that you could easily wear with a suit.
And I got to tell you, I had the black one. I've never had the blue, but the blue is the best.
Let's just say you're young, you're hip, you're happening, you're an up and coming executive. You're kiboshing with the vice presidents at the house party, and you
lease a Mercedes C-Class.
Right, and you get pushed in the pool and some hijinks. You're wearing this, you won't worry about it. You laugh it off.
You're wearing the paddock, you're fucking angry.
Murderous rage.
Murderous French. Yes. Yes. I think it's beautiful. What do you think? Is that expensive? What do you think, Clive?
No, I
Dear?
think that's a good price. Personally, I kind of prefer the 42 and a little bit more classically sized. But
See, look,
then
look how
again,
much you're paying for an Amiga. An Amiga Seamaster James Bond is 9,000. This is fucking a third of the price, under $3,000. You can't tell me it's any less of a watch.
exactly. You guys want to see anything else on the site? Let us know.
Oh fuck! Look at this. He's got a PO1. Did you ever like these?
You know, I think they're kind of growing on me.
It's I love the snowflake hands. I've always been a sucker for snowflake hands.
I can't really
box,
see the
papers. How could you fucking? It's kind of cool, isn't it?
Now, normally I hate snowflake hands because Tudor uses on everything.
You know who buys this type of watch, Clive?
Who?
Men who have sex with women.
Yeah. Now, the snowflake hands, I think they make a lot more sense on the Pelagos because the indices are also squared. But that one I can live with. I mean, that one doesn't bother me as much as most other Black Bays.
Now, let's go. Let's have a look here. Let's go to, I want to go to Paddock. Let's go to, actually, let's have a look at H. Moser. Let's see what he's got in H. Moser. Ooh. They're actually quite, is that your one?
I don't know. Pull it up.
That's yours, isn't it?
That is. And you have to admit, though, that's an exceptional price, wouldn't you say?
I think that's fucking, you got it a bit cheaper, didn't you?
We don't have to discuss that while you're talking about your sponsor's webpage, do we?
But that's not, you know how expensive this watch is new? I'm just having another scotch.
Wait, did anyone pay you to drink that scotch?
No,
Well,
they didn't, so I'll put it back in the bottle.
Yeah, guys.
I got to tell you, seriously, Clive, this is here. I reckon I don't want to say anything to you because you got a bit of an ego, right?
Right.
But just for the viewers, I reckon this walks all over my fucking 5196. Look at the fucking attention to detail there. Fuck me dead.
Super chat.
I got to be honest with you. Here we go. Richard Seuss with the mostest Sarpan watches. Do they have any? Sarpan. Look, who is a? Have you ever heard of a Sarpan?
No, there's a lot of things I haven't heard of. I'm in the flyover states.
No, they don't. Sorry, they.
However, if you were to contact David SW and tell him Archie sent you, he would probably be able to find one for you. Would be my guess, don't you think?
You'd be able to find anything you want. Look at this.
Super chat.
Oh fuck! Look at this.
Okay.
Paul M. Your thoughts on Universal Geneve Pole Router Gentra watch? I got to be completely frank with you. I've always hated Universal Geneve. Absolutely fucking hate the brand. They're kind of like Gerard Perregay. I fucking can't stand them. Okay, can't fucking stand them at all. Kev D, 2 Swiss francs. H. Moser Streamliner, can't say if I like or hate. H. Moser, the attention to detail is amazing. I gotta tell you that. I'm just having a look here. Clive, which Paddock would you pick?
Well, let me also say something about H. Moser, though.
Yeah.
Now, H. Moser, believe it or not, one of the and to give you a little stroke here, frankly, is that you've always been great about figuring out the bottom. Not like Mark. I mean, like when a watch hits its maximum depreciation, you're there to snatch it when it hits the bottom of the curve, and then wait for it to go back up. But I think, I think right now I think more attention's being shown to Moser. I think there's more awareness of it, so prices are starting to go back up on it.
This is the bargain on the site here, by guys. 22.9. Okay, that's a lot of money, but
ooh,
fuck.
Damn.
Money is my world time. I'd rather have one of these, Clive.
Gondolo.
Look at this 5135G white gold. Look at this. Fuck, box papers, complete set. Look at that. Fucking, it walks all over my world time. I'll say that much. Okay.
Yeah.
23 grand. That is fucking. That's a good buy from David SW. He's a good dealer. You can trust him. You know, someone asked me, do I trust David SW? I said I trust David SW with my life. I'd take a bullet for the guy.
No, super chat.
Super chat, here we go. Volunteer Hoser, $10.
Hoser. Never mind, go ahead.
I have two-tone, smooth bezel, 116203, Roman, mother of... Okay, we've already answered this one, didn't we?
Okay. I'd say the White Explorer 2. I'd get the 42 millimeter 216570.
Holy shit! You'd go for the new one?
Yeah.
Actually, you're right, because all his stuff is pretty new. I agree with you, Clive. For once,
and he likes bigger watches. Also, the newer one.
Here we go. Charles Burnett, €5. €5. Cheers, Arch! Have a drink on the punters. Thank you. I'm going to drink this one.
Now, if
you're Parmigiani, Clive, talk about Parmigiani, okay?
Similar case, so no shape. Now, my Parmigiani has. The trouble is, though, it's just like you can be the best watchmaker in the world, but if you suck at marketing, you'll always be laboring in the dark.
Yes. Yes.
And I hate to say this, God, I hate to say this, and I know the guy is like one of the world's best watchmakers.
Mm-hmm.
But the name. There's a reason why Hans Woltef chose Rolex, because it sounds the same in any language, and it kind of sounds distinctive and unique.
He was a fucking genius. Here we go. Stan the Man, $2 Canadian, AC3 first in space, 39 Speedy, or Man on the Moon 42. I got to be honest with you. If I was going to pick one, I've owned a couple Man on the Moons. I would go for the Speedy, first Omega in space. What do you think, Clive?
And that's the one with the broad arrow hands, I think, right? Or am I thinking? Yeah.
Bud the Stud, $2. Arch, did you say David FW was slow to power? Still trust? No. He's fixed me up in advance. There's no problems. I love David SW. He's one of the greatest. Andrew, $2. K says, what the fuck is this? By Konstantin Kleidak. Please discuss. What is that, Clive?
Well, I'm familiar with that because of the Joker, the clown watch. I suspect that's what it is, but you have to copy and then paste it.
We'll come back to that. Just 1 minute. I want to show you something, Clive. For the same money as that overseas, have a look at this patrimony. 13,000. What do you think, Clive? Just under 13. Look. Box papers. Absolutely beautiful. Ultra thin. Look at this.
Ultra thin. Yeah,
ultra.
For the money, I like the Mosier.
40 mil rose gold. 40 mil rose gold. I mean, I got to be honest with you, Clive. I think this is better than the 5196 I'm wearing. What do you think? Yes, no. Opinion.
6-1, half dozen the other.
Okay, Clive, let's go. So we're going to end that now, Clive. We're going to end that. We're going to go back. We're going to be back, Clive. We're going to... This next thing what's the guy type? To give me the name of this fucking thing. What's it called? A Constantine? What the...
Just Google Chaykin, Chaykin, Joker. That's what he... Yeah. CHAYKIN, and then just type Joker.
Okay, it's coming up. We're going to share the page now. Fuckaroonies! We're going to share the page now. We're going to share the page, Clive. We're going to share the page. Let's get this fucker on. Here we go. And this is the Joker! The Joker. What do you think, Clive? What do you think?
It's fun. To me, it's kind of a gimmick.
How much is it?
Fuck if I know. It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. Let's have a look on Chrono. We're going to call this one up on Chrono. Let's have a look.
Yep.
1,000, Clive. Is that a lot of money to you?
How much?
21,000. It's about 14,000 US. Is that a lot of money, Clive? Tell me.
That's fuck you. That's not a fuck you watch, but it's fuck you money.
What's a lot of money to you? Tell me this. You're a successful... Nate, Clive. There we go. It's in American dollars now. What do you think, Clive?
Well, like I said,
Sorry, you can't even see that one there.
If anything's over 5 or 6, I start, especially right now, the last couple of months, my definition of what's a lot of money has changed.
Wow. Is this a lot of money?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Well, at this point, I just look at my gut instincts, and my gut tells me no, frankly.
Here we go. Look at this here. John Gold, $5. If you enter promo code Archieluxury, David SW will send you juice and the watch. Thank you. And Kev D, $2 Swiss franc. AC3, could you pull up H. Moser cheese watch? What's the H. Moser cheese watch?
Okay. Whenever what is it? I can't remember the SIHH or Bezel World. H. Moser basically takes the piss out of everyone in the Swiss watch industry. They come up with basically a fuck you watch. Like they came out with like an icon watch.
Here we go, Clive. It's on the screen. What do you think? The cheese watch.
That's their way of giving the finger to the rest of the Swiss watch industry. That's some calling. Yeah. And the H. Moser.
It's made of cheese?
Might be processed cheese or something along those lines, or might
Processed.
be.
I don't like processed food, Clive. You know this.
What do you think pizza is?
That's mozzarella, Clive.
It's processed mozzarella.
How do you know this?
Because my ex is Italian. Okay, now Bud the Stud, super chat.
Bud the Stud, $2. Here we go. David will also send you lube for his pricing. There we go.
Well, okay. Now the middle one. Go to the middle. The picture in the middle of the screen, and that is the icon. That is the fuck you watch they did last year. They had to pull it down.
Yes, that was beautiful.
That was such a great fuck you to the rest of the industry.
Yeah, I had to pull it down. Why'd they have to pull it down?
The other Swiss watch, I think they're threatened with litigation by every other Swiss watch manufacturer.
Oh, I see. It was done so well, but don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Yes. I must admit that is a great thing to do. H. Moser really has a great sense of. It's unusual for Swiss. They have no fucking sense of humor.
No.
Chip Gauge, $5. I love Moser's twisted up your sense of humor. How can one acquire one of their spoof watches?
Not easily, not inexpensively, not reasonably.
You love H. Moser as a brand. I think it suits you to a T.
Okay, I'm not that big a fan on the Streamliner, frankly. I'm just not. I think it's got some things going for it, but if it took them that long to come for a sports watch, I think they could have done it with something a little bit more original.
Tell me this: the H. Moser, that is fucking beautiful, don't you think?
Yeah, but even a lot of the other later endeavors with the Fume dials, a lot of them I don't like.
I see.
I think some of the Pine, just because you like, it's not like.
Tell me this: if you had to be summed up by one watch in your collection, what would it be? Who are you, Clive?
Damn, that's tough. I mean, I'd like to think it's the Mosier, but that's delusional pretension on my part.
No, I think you are the Moser, Clive.
Oh, come on, no. That's what I'd like to
You
do.
know what I would say I am, Clive?
Horned?
The 5196, because I promise so much, but I always disappoint.
Actually, I'd like
Hector Castro, $2. Producer Mike has lots of expensive shitters. I don't understand Producer Mike. And we got our good friend here, Clive. Look who has joined us. It's the Vin Tinier.
All hail Cobra Commander.
Hey Arch, hey Clyde, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, it's fantastic. What's going on?
Not much. That's why I'm here. There's obviously nothing too much going on.
I know.
We've been talking watches. We haven't been talking panties or ladyboys. We've been talking watches.
I heard about the incident last week.
By the way, guys, anyone who is in the Archieluxury WhatsApp group, I'm about to send you some of my favorite porn movies. Links to X video. I'm going to share, Clive. I promised you that Japanese video about the lady who owned a flower store, who her business partner sold it to a Quickie Mart franchise, and the Quickie Mart owner said, if you do some services on the weekend for me, I will let you out of the contract.
It was a porn movie?
Yes, Japanese porn movie. I'm into MILF porn, okay?
I thought this is the plot of a porn movie. I'm like, this is an awful...
No, but I'm just saying it's going to be shared very soon. I want to say to you, Jin Tinier, I've been paying debt down. I'm actually thinking about getting a Jaeger-LeCoultre Deep Sea.
Like a vintage one? Or a new one?
Modern, the chronograph diver. I just think it's so cool, because I don't want to get Rolex. I hate Rolex at the moment. I'm angry at Rolex.
That's a very cool watch, It's really cool.
Well, he was showing me one. It almost made me had the same aesthetics as like a very vintage Seamaster from like the 60s or something.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. No, I love GLC.
By the way, I'm drinking 18-year-old Glen. What the fuck is this thing? Chivas! 18-year-old Chivas. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm drinking a cheap and nasty Portuguese wine.
Ooh! What are you drinking?
Cheap and nasty Portuguese wine. I mean, I love Portuguese wine, but this is one of the worst that I've ever had. So,
Watch and Pray, $2. Arch, anything special about Patek diamonds? Fucking expensive! I gotta tell you, Clivers. After I seen The Lion King, I want to thank you. I seen The Tiger King, man. I gotta thank you for not organizing a hit on me. Logan Hall, $2. Arch, please check your email. I sent you money for a WA.
What's a WA?
WA. What's a WA? Thank you so much. I love him. You know that? Logan Hall has been a good guy.
No, he's great. He's always very keeping the order.
Watch advice? For watch advice is what I think he could be.
Oh, there you go. How do you I'm not even... That's very impressive, Clyde. I would never...
Oh, no. See, Logan Hall, he's another flyover stater, so...
I'm not sure that has too much to do with the acronym WA, but...
Well, actually, that acronym has to do with Washington, but it's completely different.
So we do have a lot of people. When did you send this, Logan Hall?
WhatsApp. Okay, there we go. Yes, he did super chat last week. I was actually on, so it was like a week ago that he sent $30 or whatever to get added to the group.
I wish I had a better.
Was added, wasn't he? Were you added to the group? Tell me this, Logan Hall. If you weren't added, email me immediately, and I'll do it in my drunken state. By the way, Vin, I just wanted to say to you, Vin, I really love you. I really love you, and the reason I love you is you are a good man. You fixed up my relationship with GJ when I was just a jerk. I was a jerk. And I was angry because the Japanese lady I went with, she ghosted me. Okay, that's the one who
Well-
did his 5970. She dropped it.
Actually, Bing, what kind of hat are you wearing at the moment?
Jalak the Cruise. That's the people who make the chronograph module for AP, aren't they?
I wish I had a better camera because I'm wearing
No.
I'm wearing my JLC cap right now.
Are you?
Kamado,
You-
$3. Will Tudor ever bring back the sub 40 mil square indices? No, they are cunts. I don't know why they dropped the Submariner line. That was a good line.
I mean, that would be awesome if they had like a
They're a
snowflake.
bunch
sub.
of assholes. I'm going to have
Right.
another drink. Can you please help me get another drink? Do I owe anyone a drink? I owe someone a vomit, but I'm going to have a drink. Going to have
Well, you can have the drink first and then
Vomit.
a
vomit.
drink. I'm going to have a drink. A drink for you fuckaroonies.
It's like drinking in reverse.
Oh, wee. Lizard tongue.
Super chat.
Lizard tongue. Here we
Super
go.
chat.
We got NY Punter. NY Punter! $5. Have you reached out to check out on any of your colleagues from Blue Velvet Art? Suckerhorn might have seen one street walking in Melbourne. I got to tell you, Blue Velvet's over. Okay, Mrs. Lai had corona and we're not going back.
Stand
We do
down.
not. We do not put the staff at risk.
Super chat.
Here we go. NY. We got Stan the Man. $5. Arch. I pulled the trigger on a Breguet 5207. A Vacheron Constantine overseas. Glasssuit Senator XL and an IWC Spitfire. Have a fucking drink. Yes, sir. Thank you, Stan the Man.
Okay.
I got to tell you, Jin.
Mhm.
Want to say this to you. I would like to see you get a Patek Philippe soon. When are you going to get Patek?
Don't you always ask me this question?
Please, when are you going to get a Patek?
If I find the one that I like, which is the 570.
No, wait. Jen. Let me ask you a quick question. Let's go over Stan the Man since he's leaving the comment up. Which one of the watches he bought? Which ones do you prefer and why out of those four?
Just quickly, going to end this quickly here. We got 2 smoke, 2 stroke, $2. How much to make Archie do push-ups? I need $50 because I don't do things because I hate exercise. And very
I
quickly,
remember.
Car Fun $3. Did you see the new AG video on his favorite YouTubers? No, don't watch his channel. Did he mention me by any chance?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay,
Well,
talk to me. Stan the Man. Clivers, I want to tell you, I love you. You haven't organized a hit on me. You're a good friend.
Don't bring up the head, okay?
You haven't organized a hit on me. You're a good friend. Now, I want to say this to you.
If he asks you, just say no.
Sorry, Clyde, I didn't actually get what you were saying before. But, sure.
Thanks.
I don't know anything anyway, so it's not like it really matters.
No, okay. Now there's okay. We'll come back. I've got that. Okay, DJ Dami, I've got your super chat in my sights. Fuck, we're falling behind. Archie, just get with the damn super chats.
Okay, here we go. Here, Stan the Man. We done Stan the Man. It's 2 smoke, 2 stroke, $2. How much to do push-ups? I need a $50. NY Punter $2. AC, give us that. It's high. Method lie.
Well,
There we go, Mrs.
You know,
Lie. She
What about DJ Dami?
please suck my breast. That's what she used to say. Suck breast. That's what she'd say. Suck my breast.
New York Punter,
And they were like nearly A size, NA they were, nearly A tits. But we give service at Blue
DJ
Velvet. We give the service that others fail to deliver. NY Pundit $2, AC3. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
Okay, Archie, DJ Dami, you missed that one.
DJ Dummy. Okay, let's go back there. DJ Dummy $2. David SW has a Lange Datograph. Pull it up. He has a DJ.
So, Archie, I was never in the room with you as Mrs. Lai, but if there's one thing I can guarantee is she never said it's hard.
Wah, 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 wah. Okay, thank you. Now we were looking at what should we looking at, Clive? Tell me what we've got to call up.
The Lange Datograph. It's the one. It's this comment you have posted and highlighted right now on the screen.
Okay, here we go. Thank you. We're looking in Lange at. Oh my fucking god! 43.8. Fuck that. That's actually cheap. Platinum. That is.
Now,
I got someone who.
Archie.
Yeah.
Now, how many Pateks would you sell off to get that?
I would cut my arm off, like on that lady in Tiger King.
Okay, but which Patek would you have on your arm when it was being cut off? Would you get?
I'm just sending this. This is better deal. Just sending this to somebody. 43.8 for a Lange Datograph? Fuck me dead. That's reasonable. Fuck!
Now, Jen, what do you think?
No, I was just going to say you could almost buy that off JobKeeper allowance, couldn't you?
NY Potter, here we go. AC, give us its hard in Mrs. Light. We did that one. Okay,
yeah.
We're all up to date. What do you think of this Lange, Clive? Fuck
okay,
me,
Archie, are you
43.
Sometimes, Archie, I wonder if you're intoxicated or retarded. You've been repeating the same super chats for never mind.
Okay.
Highlight it.
Well, you can't say he's not giving him good value for money because.
Charlie Hogan, $7. Arch, can you do Mrs. Loy's impersonation? Suck my tits! Suck my tits! That's what she used to say.
No, how would Mrs. Lai impersonate you in her voice?
That's hard. I never really got into that. John Barrick, $5. Guys, thoughts on the Daytona 116523 with white racing dial? I'm really liking that. Seeing prices come down on some two-tone pieces? Yes, I reckon. Pull the fucking trigger. Definitely. Go for it, Johnny. I gotta tell you guys, let's go and have a look at David SW. He's got everything covered, this man. You know this man has everything covered. Let's have a look. He's got a two-tone Daytona.
What kind of brands does he cover?
He covers the best. David SW has the biggest stock of Rolex in the world. He is the greatest dealer you will ever find. If David SW doesn't have it, he can get it.
What about your mates at Vintage Watch Co?
Oh, Mark is backstage.
Sorry?
Mark, the dog trainer, birthday boy from yesterday, he's got a book. Do you remember him?
Yeah, I love
Gentlemen. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier, but I'm
Marky,
back.
I love you. You know that?
Well, I love you too. I love you so much. I put you in my new book, The Art of Training Your Dog.
I'm so lucky. You know this?
Yes, you appear as a dog. You do. It's true.
Of course.
Are you going to write a book on training tigers by any chance? I'm sure it's the same.
I have too many teeth. I can't do it. I have too many teeth.
Have you
Jim!
thought about training tigers?
Mark, happy birthday.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm here, so maybe I could be better.
Thank you for those dirty pictures of you as my birthday present.
I know I sent you some screen caps from watching Archieluxury.
Yes, actually,
I'm so aroused.
Clyde sent them. Yes.
Now, did you see what Jen discovered on Google Maps?
I didn't. I mean, I heard talk about this, so now I'm, of course, all kinds of curious. I can't wait for the after show. Speaking of which, can we invite people to the after show for money, Clyde?
Yes, we have. We've invited a few. No one's decided to pay it.
Cheap bastards.
Mark's here now.
Well, now,
so, guys,
now,
you
now
could
it's
join
worth
us.
it.
If you had a watch question, you could ask both Archie and Mark Goldberg and Bingtonye about and have them answer the question in detail.
I loved the question that Archie asked, which if you were a watch, which of your watches would you be? Super chat. Stan the Man Nanza.
Hey, big boy.
Super chat.
Yes. Stan the Man. I gotta tell you, Stan the Man. Here we go. AC3. Shout out to the fuckaroonies.
Roonies. So, Jen, if you were one of your watches, which of your watches would you be?
Yes, it's a good question.
Love
I
that.
would be this.
Yes, that is exact. Yes, you would. That's
What would you be,
correct.
Mark?
I mean, it's the most accurate.
It's very true. I think,
No,
I-
if Mark could be one of your watches, Jen, which one do you think it would be?
the pull router.
Fine.
Okay, but if I was one of my watches, I don't know if I am,
There we
but
go.
DJ Dominanza.
Down payment on push-ups, thank you. And car fund. Brigade Type 20 on leather strap for 4,000 good value. If it's nice condition, buy it. I love the Brigade Type 20.
I was trying to think how much. There was one over in my area. I'm trying to remember how much it was for. One of the local punters was getting out of it.
How many push-ups does DJ Dami get for that down payment?
He gets 1/10 of a push-up because I hate exercise. You know this. I hate exercise.
I thought you didn't want to compromise your health.
Yeah, I gotta tell you.
You don't like
Wait. Now, DJ Dummy, look, could we compromise and just count that as a down payment towards the cluck bang for Archie to get back? For Archie to eat a
Kev D. Nanza.
$100, $10 on push-ups. There we go.
Oh wow!
Well, now we got $20. That's worth like one push-up at least, don't you think?
Push-up.
A push-up.
Yes, it is.
Like you should push a glass up to your mouth. How about that? Can we do that? Push a glass up to your mouth? What are you sucking on there? There we go. Well, no, there's nothing in it. There was nothing in that glass. What was in there? It was empty. Sucking air.
It had
Fill it up.
there, man. It had food.
Well, if I were one of my watches, I hope I would be the James Cameron, the biggest, baddest, meanest Rolex made in stainless steel.
David S.W. Blue Shirt Buddha, watch and pray. Yep, that's where I took my JLC for.
No. See, Mark, I would have the same answer, but for a different reason.
Yeah, what's that?
You would be the James Cameron because it goes the deepest.
Oh, Clyde, you always know what to say.
Thank you.
You're such a good guy, Clyde. Except for those giant nipple horns on your face. But other than that, you're a fantastic Jono Nanza.
$2. Archie Mead, German classic chronograph.
Archimedes. For fuck's sake, how am I Oklahoman? I know I'm more literate.
Archimedes. Well, because you went to graduate school,
to
Clyde.
Huxley State High.
And Clyde, you have a graduate degree. You're the most educated fucker here, except for Jen, who has a PhD. But that's just honorary.
Well, it's actually more dishonorary.
From Trump University, no less.
Well, I don't know. Actually, I got 3 chevrons in my robe. I'm just saying.
Robe.
I
keep telling the monks I want a robe. I'm sick and tired of going to events dressed up like a Jew. I want a robe.
I have
What
one.
did they say?
It looks like a Halloween costume.
Well, your robe does it have round or how'd you cut the eyes out?
I just need to cut slits, and they are slanted.
It's not a robe, Jen. It's a sheath. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, yes, but it's
okay. Now, how much for Jen to come back wearing nothing but his robe?
Are you a grand wizard, or Jen?
Pay?
Well, I'd pay quite a bit. Yeah. But for a private audition, Jen lived in Mississippi. He's the grand poobah of the local clan down there. Isn't that right?
Actually, I saw more clan. I've never actually obviously been to anything like that, but I've seen more. I've been in closer proximity to that kind of stuff in the Midwest than I have been.
Is that right?
So,
welcome to Chicago.
yeah.
Pick a
Chicago
tree.
is the home of free thought. You know this.
Now, when you showed up, Jen, did you just tell me you had jaundice?
Clyde, that's extremely racist.
There are actually quite a few Asians living in Mississippi.
Racist.
Just living in the Delta, basically. But yeah,
Does the Klan still exist? You're joking, aren't you?
I mean, they're like really screwed up.
I mean, you believe this shit?
They're a shadow of their former
self. This is 1850s shit. You understand?
Actually, believe it or not,
yeah,
we had a governor impeached right after World War I. We actually had a Jack Walton. He was actually a socialist, to show you how much Oklahoma has changed. But he
over your lifetime, right?
What?
Over your lifetime?
Did you vote for Joe Exotic, Clive?
For governor?
I wasn't aware he ran.
Archie, did you vote for Aboriginal rights and reparations?
I've got to be honest with you, the Aboriginals got a bad deal. They got fucked.
Ours
by the white man.
Ours too.
I'm not pro-Aboriginal or anti-Aboriginal, but I'm just saying they were fucked by the white man.
Shouldn't you be pro-Aboriginal? I mean, they were there first.
No.
You guys are pommies, prisoners. You're pommies, prisoners of Mother England, right? Thomas G.
Here we go. Thomas G, €5. Did you hear Trump said today has evidence coronavirus came from lab? I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna get some. I got some rice.
How about bat? How much super chat do we have to feed you before you'll eat a bat?
Bats are friendly. They're very nice animals.
Would you eat one?
I don't like raw meat. You know, this Tiger King.
No,
You had Tiger King. He had
cook it, wouldn't you?
Some
You
lady
cook it.
brought a horse in and said, "Can you please look after my horse?" The bastard shot it.
Yeah, because he had to feed all those tigers.
Hamando, $3
Names,
HB. Mark, check out the channel Mariko.
Mark Rico.
I'm gonna go get a rice cracker.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, he just threw him in the tiger cage. That took care of him.
Wow, that was loud. So,
Mark, what's your quarantini?
My quarantini today, this is a delightful quarantini. I just threw a bunch of shit in a glass that I had around. We've got Jim Beam. We have a splash of Cointreau, a dash of orange Angostura bitters, and a glob of pineapple juice. Muddled with a pineapple and a Luxardo maraschino cherry.
Okay.
What you got?
I'm just drinking red wine.
Red wine. Red wine. Like out of a box, right?
No. Out of a box.
Is there a decent box wine? Is there a good?
I've never even. I've been too scared to try it. I've
tried all of them.
What's that? You tried what?
Box wine. It would be so nice. Punters, if you guys know of a decent box wine, let us know. It would be so convenient. Stroopwafel. Look, Jen, it's a United Stroopwafel.
Call Hudson.
Oh yeah, it is.
Show us the cookie, Archie. Show us the.
It's a rice cracker.
Oh,
it looks like a stroopwafel.
It does. Doesn't that make you miss flying? A stroopwafel.
I do miss flying so much.
Me too.
Don't they have stroopwafels at?
Black box wine is nasty.
By the way, I can get you a job at Susie Air.
Yeah.
Jin only knows how to take off. He never studied how to land.
Well, that's because I learned how to fly in Saudi Arabia. So
exactly.
Mr. C, $1. Stan the Man, $2. Archie, any of your panties smell sweet? Like I miss cigars. Fuck, I miss cigar smoking.
Why don't you have a cigar? What?
I can't afford them. You know how expensive they are in this fucking communist fuckhole.
Well, people are super chatting you $60,000 a year.
I'll come on the next the next live stream with smoking cigars.
You know, Arch, one of your big fans in London.
Tom Austin says you went to the Oxley School of Flight.
Oxley Flight School.
Yeah, exactly.
So
home of the horned no, wait.
Home of the Horned Airmen.
Horned Eagles.
The Screaming Eagles. The Screaming Horned Eagles.
Mr. C, $1. And Stan the Man, $2. Arch, any of your panties smell sweet like... I love cigar smoke. I love
Is
cigars.
it fucking Groundhog Day in here?
Did we
I
just
swear to
move
God,
back
it's
in
really
time
opening
or
twice.
something? I don't know what just happened there.
What happened?
I don't know. It was like we moved back in time. You know, Archie read the same super chat again, and then he said the exact same thing.
Jen, that's just your psychotropic medication kicking in. We're in an alternate time, warp right now, and you're just catching up to us. Look, it's a stroopwafel. Doesn't it look like a stroopwafel? And I never said that before. This is the first time I'm saying it. Stroopwafel. Don't you miss flying, Jen? Now I'm gaslighting you. I'm
No,
sorry.
but I mean,
I can get you a job on Susie Air.
Look, Archie going with the joke. That's awesome.
yeah.
Oxley Flight School, screaming
Archie,
horned eagles.
If I started flying for Susie, would you come fly with me? Go to some remote.
Come fly with me.
I could just leave you there. I have to. There's weight restrictions on these things.
Well, that means Archie's out. Listen, you fuckers don't remember, but I'm old enough to remember.
The Curb Your Enthusiasm where he has to weigh the people?
No,
Remember that Curb? You watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I don't.
That's a great show. I have seen very few, but it's very funny. When I was a child, my dad used to travel for a living. He was in the Million Mile Club in like 1965. So I did fly very, very young, which was rare back then. And
Now,
he used,
1965, wouldn't that be the equivalent of like 23 million miles today?
it was like a biplane. But no. There's no inflation in miles, Clyde. A mile is a mile. It's not like a pound of feathers. But you used to have to dress up to get on an airplane. You dressed up. And when they served you a meal, pretty much even in coach, they put down like a linen, like tablecloth over the fold-out
It was
thing.
so expensive then, but you remember?
Yes, and well, I don't know. I was like a little kid, so I never paid for it.
Now, isn't that so long ago that they would forcibly deplane palsy victims?
You had to actually dress up.
And, but I mean, you got great service. I mean,
You did, yeah.
you could
The
buy
food was
You
good.
got some wine, and you could
The
grab.
ticket was 3 times the price.
It was good.
Now it's like the Greyhound bus.
It's 8:30, so if you would like for Mark Goldberg to spend another 30 minutes on the live stream with Archieluxury, please super chat $25 now. Thank you.
I think Archie's running out of steam. He's
I'm
going to
gonna
be
go
shooting.
get some rice crackers. I just ran out of rice crackers.
Why are you eating rice crackers when the punters will super chat you to have like a bucket of extra crispy?
I know.
Are you actually satisfied with a rice cracker?
I think
No,
I
that's
think,
why he's eating. That's why he's eating like a dozen of them.
I think he's making a racial slam towards one of us.
That could be,
And
it's
Mark, you should not stand for it.
it's my Judaism, isn't it? Listen,
Yeah.
oh, you know what I bought? Jen, you'll enjoy this. I bought a box so that I could make matzo ball soup. But I think the soup is the bad part. So really, I'll make the matzo balls and I'll use chicken broth for the soup. What do you think?
I think that's fine.
Because you're an elderly Jewish lady.
Well, according to many sources,
Super chat me now, guys. Super chat me now, and I'm just going to the rice
$25
crackers. I'm going to eat the packet of
Desiccant. Yeah, don't eat that. That's not to be eaten.
No, I mean Israel was a great place.
I've never been.
You
Where's
have
that?
Never
Where?
been. Never been.
Where?
I'm
Where?
going to go get a drink of water.
Israel was the best place. I mean,
Where was this?
Israel.
Israel.
Oh God, I mean,
Jace Connor's
half
name.
the stuff I did there, I can't even talk
Super
about.
chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat.
Nanza.
Jace Connors, $5. Jin, what $3,500 watch would you buy?
35 swatches.
Well, you could buy 3,500 swatches depending on which one you bought. Well, maybe at 35.
I'm getting drunk.
No, you know what I this is going to be very controversial. I've been really getting into Nomos lately, and I might get a Nomos.
You're joking.
No, I'm serious. I think
Garbage. It's garbage. Fuckers, it's garbage. No more.
And my favorite Archieluxury video of all time
Doxa.
when someone sent you a paid review request about Nomos, and it was an Archie Explodes, like it's an absolute classic.
Oh, yeah.
I like them. They're cool. They're kind of. That's what all the cool kids are wearing now.
Now
Jen,
the Udi parody of that video was even better though.
can I just say, now that I'm just a littlest bit drunk, I love you guys. This is so nice that here we are in Corona, but we're all like, we're like a little family, and we're putting the fun back in the dysfunctional family, because we're all pretty much kind of like, this is a fucked up group of people, let's be honest. And I don't know how many people there are in the audience, but they're kind of fucked up. We're all kind of a little fucked up. I'm so glad we're being fucked up together. Look at Archie pretending to be on a diet. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Stan the man, $2. Arch, it's always 5 after 11 behind you. Look.
Look, you turn around and look. 5 after 11. Daniel Katz Nanza.
Daniel Katz, $2.79. Curb your enthusiasm. Yes, good taste.
Jace
And
Connors Nanza.
Jace Connors, which Nomos? I already own a Club 38.
Now, Mark, what do you
Yes.
think about Nomos?
They're a little plain for my taste. They have nothing with a dive bezel, but they're intriguing looking, kind of like the Bauhaus design family. So I think for what they are, I think they're kind of cool looking. I don't know what kind of movements they have. I don't know what they cost, but the design is interesting, intriguing. It's just not my cup of tea.
Bauhaus in the middle of Durst Street.
Jin, remember when you ate a toilet ice cream? You ate an ice cream in the toilet, Jin. I bought you ice cream, and then
No.
you took it with you into the toilet.
No, I bought the ice cream, remember?
Okay, and then you took it into the ladies' room. The ladies' room.
Well,
A public toilet. You brought your ice cream into a public toilet into the ladies' room. Where did you set it while you were peeing?
You don't know what I identify as. How dare you?
Well, no. Listen, gender is a construct, so I'm down with that. But I'd like to know, what did you do with the ice cream? Did you set it down?
I think first that we should
Or did you do like a crouching
Clyde, that is racial stereotype.
I think first we should answer which Nomos.
Yes.
I would say I mean, there's a few that I like. I don't like all of them. The club, I love the club. This 36.
Look at Archie contemplating his navel. Oh wait,
No, Logan Hall has just sent me some money. I'm just adding him to the Facebook group. Leganto
Nice.
Blue Summers, $2. Has the studio been renamed for 2020? Yes.
Susu Studio.
Susu Studio, yes.
No.
Susu.
Did someone pay to have it done?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. We don't do
Susu.
shit for free.
Who paid
Seuss. Seuss. Mr. Seuss.
Okay.
Dr. Seuss. Susu Studio. Anyway,
Logan Hall, I'm just adding him now.
I love you
He's added
fuckers.
To the group.
So-
Logan Hall, you're now in the group.
if we have to go down, I'm glad we're going to go down together. And speaking of the group, the group is kind of fun. Now, mind you, in the Archie
Here we
Luxury
go.
Watch,
Thomas G, €2. Nomos World Time looks great.
can we see it, Archie? Share a screen. Show
I
us.
agree. That was what I was going to say. The world time.
Let's have a look.
My one of my friends.
Be right back.
He has one.
Gotta go pee.
Well, not a friend. He's a friend of a friend, actually. But
No, I'll take the laptop with me when I do that. That's I have no problem doing that.
I really miss you, Jin. I wish you could just get on a fucking airplane and just like show up and share a pizza with us somewhere.
well, yeah. If any of the viewers didn't know, I have met Mark.
Yes, we shared a fish.
We've met, I think, 3 or 4 times.
Jin, we shared good times. In fact, we split a meal. We split a fish.
And I've been in his Ford Exploder.
You
There
have.
you go.
And yeah, I mean, it's
But not in the back seat though, sadly.
In the
But,
trunk.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
in the trunk where I found duct tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I keep the rape kit. Date kit. See, all the Nomos look alike.
It's beautiful. I mean, if you are like if you're like in your 20s and you wear this and you walk into
If you're in your 20s, friend me on Facebook, please. Thank you.
yeah, like this is the perfect watch for someone like me.
Mhm.
Like, and it looks like a Daniel Wellington, but it's not.
But like, what's that cost?
It's like $4,000.
That's a tremendous, and that city disc rotates. That's really, really nice.
No, it is nice. As I said, I know someone who has one, and I saw it on his wrist, and I was like, no, it can't be a Nomos.
Is that a modified ETA movement? Must be, but nonetheless, very, very nice.
No, the Nomos is in-house. I think this one, this specific watch, I'm not sure.
Well, what could you complain about? It's got a sub-seconds and it's got a world time complication. And not only that, it manages to maintain some Bauhaus simplicity with all that information still there. Like that's pretty amazing. It's not I wouldn't wear it because it's not my cup of tea. But that being said, I admire what it's accomplished.
I don't give a shit about the movement. It could be a fucking quartz. Well, it couldn't be a quartz, but I don't really care about the movement at all.
It's probably an ETA, and they've probably put some kind of module on top of it. But Archie, you're looking at the website. Look, what's the movement on that watch?
I think, knowing a Nomos there, it'd just be garbage,
But like, what's garbage? Is it an ETA with a world time module? Like, what'd they do to it? How'd they do it?
It's an ETA. It'd have to be an ETA, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but like, don't you admire the design school of it? Like, look at the design of it.
Yes, it is cool. It's cool. You like the blue one? I like the blue one.
And the price. Like, look at the price. Like, for the money, that's $12,000. How much cheaper? That's like 20. Sorry, I'm a little drunk, guys. How much cheaper is that than a Patek World Time?
It's a fortune cheap.
Retail is actually $6,000, Mark.
Okay, so you could probably buy it for 4 used. I mean, that's
which is why I said 4. But
right. That's probably fucking amazing for a young man.
DW5201 caliber movement.
If you're a young muscular man just making your way in the world, like and you're working your way towards a Patek, that's probably the watch you might want to.
Yeah.
You could start with that.
It's a beautiful watch.
If you're an attractive AC4, you might start with a watch like that. There's nothing wrong with that to get a start.
Wow, that's amazing.
Garbage is in the eye of the beholder. Like you called Doxa garbage, but honestly, my Doxa is running plus like half a second per day, and it's a legitimate tool watch for right around $2,000 with heritage. Jacques Cousteau wore a Doxa. That has some kind of value.
By the way, guys, I'm just sharing my favorite porn movie.
Your porn movie or horn movie?
Porn movie. I'm just sending it to the WhatsApp group, which I just added.
If you met another guy with horns, would you want to lock horns with him? We've got a couple of Begnanzas here that you might want to pay a little bit of attention to. We've got Ron the Shrink.
Ron the Shrink, $2. We've got AC3 is right about the JLC Deep Sea line. It's sick. Thank you, Ron the Shrink and Nate Toe, $2. Delray watches have a 51.7. Oh, what just in? Wowzers!
Delway watches. I would like you to make up with Federico. I would like to see.
I tried, man. I rang him up. You arrange it.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
He doesn't seem to be very friendly to me.
Well, he got completely screwed by Govberg, and then he bounced back, and you have to admire that.
How do you know he got screwed by Govberg?
Well, because
what Archie said is, quote unquote, Archie can suck my big brown cock.
Yes.
Now, that could be interpreted as unfriendly or very friendly.
To me, that's extremely friendly. He's offering, the biggest amount of intimacy and one man can offer another. Look, here's what happened. Govberg moved him from New York to Florida, and then immediately they pulled up stakes in Florida and moved to Philadelphia, and told him after he had signed the lease that he could go ahead and stay with them if they moved to Philadelphia. If he moved to Philadelphia, that's a royal fuck job that he got there.
He moved to Florida and then worked with What You Want, which was which was already based in Florida. This is pre-Acquit Watchbox.
Yes. But then very, very quickly, less than 6 months later, they pulled up stakes and moved. So they knew it was coming. And they moved.
He took the job. I mean, this is just what happens.
I understand. But nonetheless,
this is just what happens.
It's a royal screwing. Two smoke Nanza.
Well, no, I tell you who got screwed. It's Govberg got screwed because the Federico was buying views, and they thought they were buying an audience.
No. You're mistaking him with TGV, who bought views.
They both bought views. They used the same mode. They were telling me to do that, and I said,
Super
I don't
chat
like to
Nanza.
cheat.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. Let's do it the old-fashioned way, slow and steady.
Super chats are good because I need the money.
We need the money here, fuckers.
Herman Sows! Nomos is all in-house. They make their own movements. There we go. Herman Sows. Yes.
Well, yes, they do make their own movements, but some of their movements are based off of generic movements. Not in the higher end models, but in the lower end models like the club, like the Nomos Alpha movement. I know that's. I can't recall off the top of my head which movement it is. A little bit too much wine, but it's yeah.
I love you guys. Sue Studio, listen, we need to go back up because you missed a super chat above that from To Smoke to Stroke.
To Smoke to Stroke, $2. How do we join the WhatsApp group? Use Super Chat $35 to Archieluxury. You Super Chat it now or you PayPal to archieluxury72@gmail.com and I will add you to the group.
Let me tell you. Go ahead, Jed.
I was in the inaugural group of that group, but I quit after like 5 minutes.
You know why? Because there's way too much vagina and too much Bob's and Vagine in there. But if you like Bob's and Vagine, you need to be in that group.
No, it was.
There's no D in there at all.
It was obscene.
It is obscene. Guys, you know what? I'm going to start insisting you people send dick pics.
I'm trying to encourage comments to sign up. Like it was
Super chat. Super chat.
Way too much Vagine. Ron the Shrink Nanza. Come on, Archie. Get with the program. Take your money.
Get with the program. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Sir, we love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Here we go. We got
Love you a long time.
Ron the Shrink, $2. Only
Yeah,
Nomos I like is the World Time. Great design. I think
Also,
it looks
guys, right
ugly.
now-
I hate it. I think it's less than nothing for me. It does less than nothing for me.
You know what? You can't even swim in your Patek. You can't wash your hands in your Patek. You can't
wait,
garden
wait, sorry,
in your
can I make
Patek. You can't go bowling. You can't go shooting. You can't go golfing in your Patek. When the fuck can you wear a Patek? What good is it, sir? What good is it?
Now, guys, also, if you would like the extended story of why Mark Goldberg doesn't like to run the shriek, please super chat $5 now.
Well, it's only because he broke up with me.
No.
you know?
That you have to wait for them to super chat.
Oh, fine.
Also, if you want to come on and hang on the after party after the live stream ends, completely under cover of darkness, where no one can see.
It's like a dark room. All black light. You know, what happens in the after party stays in the after party. Clyde, if you were one of your watches, I think you would be the Audemars Piguet Navy themes because it's military and it's brawny and it likes leather. And it's got blue balls. I think that's the watch you have most in common with. It's military, it's brawny, and it's leather.
Okay, now, which one of Archie's watches do you think he would be?
None of them. He sold the watch that
Trick question doesn't matter. You can't tell them apart.
Yeah, well, good point. But
Thank you.
Archie is none of his watch. Archie sold his soul to the devil when he sold his Maserati blue. Sold his soul to the devil.
That watch really suited him, didn't it?
Did. Archie without a Rolex is like a eunuch. It's like a man whose balls have been taken from him, and they're kept, now in a clay jar on the mantelpiece. Where are you, Archie? Why are you not?
I'm here.
I don't think I've been.
The clay jar on the mantelpiece.
I gotta be honest. I gotta be frank and honest with you. I love you. Okay, I love you. You brought me into the world of watches in a hard, fast, and fist deep way. But I can't believe you sold the last Rolex. I mean, you need one Rolex that's not a lady's Rolex in your collection because it's robust. You can do anything in a Rolex. Where is your Rolex, Archibald Chesterfield III?
I agree
Yep.
with you. I was silly, okay?
Every-
I wanted another Patek. I like Patek and pussy.
You have so many Patek. You need a Rolex. Listen, no man needs more than 3 Patek. And not only that, 3 different Patek with different complications. You have 5 identical Pateks.
Let me bring up something. If we have 10 on here as well, we could hold a quote. We could hold a vote and have a cardinal conclave and unseat the cardinal.
I have newfound respect for Tan. He and I jousted. Let me tell you, Tan is a formidable enemy.
He's a great guy.
But he makes a much better friend.
I love him.
Tan is a much better friend than enemy.
No,
Let me
well,
tell you.
we need Stan on to have a forum.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end
Wow.
the show.
No,
now. I
don't
love
shoot
you.
it.
No,
Don't,
we're gonna
no.
have the after party. We're gonna go to the after party, guys. I love you.
Don't do it.
Guys, we'll be back
one's paid for the
tomorrow.
after
We don't want
party.
to give too much. We don't want to give too much because the problem is if we do too much, they won't come back tomorrow and donate. I love you. Jesus loves you. We all love you.
Jesus
and
is my
the
drug.
The best part is, I gotta tell you, Corona
This is the
going
circle of
away.
trust. This is Archie. Boom.
Okay, guys, we love you. Take care. Stay
Bye.
safe, and don't forget, guys. Don't
Super
jerk
chat.
off more than twice a day. It leads to blindness.
Shit, I can't see. Where are you people? Where are you?